Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 12 there, and the Chargers have the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, L.A. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
The open man is the tight end, Disley. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he'll start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Ain't no other king with his rep thing, me siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 21 on that one. First down, Washington.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. The motion man here is McClure. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Deshaun Hand in on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Moving to his left. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Washington.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. He'll take off again.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team as they kick it off. This is Hassan Haskins to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Ray Amos there to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. Third down coming up.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with fourth down coming up. They do go for it. It's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this drive alive.
And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 46, here's second down and 6. To throw is Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Herbert gonna go on 4th down. And he's gonna have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
At the 16-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Herbert. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To the goal line and in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
After the touchdown, here's Ticker out to send this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Quick to Debo, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And that's That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Disley is the man in motion. Herbert now on first down. He connects with Disley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Trying to work inside. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll go again with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Daniels going to keep this himself. take this into the end zone. What a run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play action. Now Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Lawrence Armstrong in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the 1st down.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down, up past the 35.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Pulling right. That's Johnston. And he will go all the way. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. First down, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Daniels now on first down. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
It's a quick throw over to Samuel. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Daniels going to throw again. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Throwing again, Daniels
pass.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And he's in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will even this score. It's now 21-all. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. The Chargers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Motion man is Johnston. On play action now. Herbert. He'll get this to Disley on the right. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2. Motion man is Johnston. From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. To return, it's McCaffrey. The Commanders' offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gained without 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A yard. And the Commanders' first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commander's first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
And the Washington first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. There he goes again. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. Off the zone read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. And it will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense. 1st and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. And in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Escaping, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground, that, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Commanders 28, Chargers 24.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Haskins now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Allen in motion. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Trying to fight, maybe CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Right side, hauled in by McConkey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On first down, it's Hampton. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. And the Chargers have the first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, right back to Hampton. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Oh! Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Dervin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He takes off. And Daniels will slide to a stop. A wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Daniels. Now he takes off, and he's into the end zone yet again. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chargers 31.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Haskins now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. On play action, it's Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Looking middle, and he finds Disley. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. On the ground, Hampton will start the fourth. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Disley is the man in motion. Another run here with Hampton. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it'll be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's got his man. Allen with the connection. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you. That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Hampton. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Throwing, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
No better. When I got rich and bro, call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Oh, great job anticipating the play. Running it down for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. He'll step up and run. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. And that last run sets a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback. It was set by Justin Fields when he was with the Bears. He had 178 on the ground in 2022. This game tops that. Daniels now on 1st down. He'll run again. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That is caught. What a throw. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Commanders 42. Chargers 38.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Haskins now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Disley is the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
Here we go. Third and a yard. We'll try to run for it with Hampton. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Now he'll run it. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Commanders.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Oh, a loose football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's first and 10. A run. This is Hampton. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 35, here's second down and 2. They'll go with Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here is a big one. Third down and 2. They'll go again with Hampton. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a 1st down. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Still makes the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. Left side, he's got the tight end Disley. And he'll take this one in. Will Disley. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Chargers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
45. Commanders 42.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short one there. He's got Ertz. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
just don't see speed out of the tight end position like this guy, Mike. I mean, to catch an underneath ball and have the ability to turn into a runner, that's something we traditionally see from wide receivers and running backs, but this guy's as fast as anybody in the league.
That's McClure open on the left side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Now, 1st and goal. The motion man here is McClure. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Up to the 3, it's 2nd and goal. The motion man here is McClure. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. So that is going to set the new standard for quarterbacks, a record 5th rushing touchdown of this game. Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Commanders 49, Chargers 45.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Haskins now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Disley is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now, 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Herbert. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.